lots of headlines about a recent children's mattress study containing lots of harmful chemicals. I'm Beatrice, I'm the anti-plastic lady, and there's lots of things that you can do to improve the air quality in your children's bedroom. I'm going to break down mattresses and mattress protectors, pillows, and all of that. A lot of my recommendations are actually free. There was a Canadian study that was just published that's making the rounds showing that children might be exposed to unsafe levels of certain chemicals while sleeping. Specifically, it was phthalates, flame retardants, and certain SVOCs. The air right where the babies were sleeping contained some of the highest concentrations. Based on these findings, the researchers highlighted the need for stricter chemical regulations and practical steps to reduce exposure, which is what I'm going to talk about here, okay? Exposure of young children to air pollutants may cause severe respiratory problems, including wheezing, asthma, and rhinitis. Moreover, it may lead to headache, loss of concentration, drowsiness, and tiredness, which could impact their academic results, which have been shown in studies. First thing I want to say is this is not the first study indicating as such. I've actually done lots of videos on indoor air quality. We spend 90% of our time indoors, and there have been multiple studies in the past showing higher rates of particulate matter and chemicals in bedroom air, and specifically in children's bedrooms. The Spanish study from 2020 that was looking at benzene, formaldehyde, and other chemicals, they found that 60% of the contaminants that people inhaled during a day were from the bedroom. So part of this has to do with the size of the bedroom, okay? Children's bedrooms tend to be some of the smallest. They do tend to be carpeted, so the presence of bedding items, including pillows, sheets, blankets, and mattress protectors, were strongly positively correlated with one certain type of phthalate and flame retardants due to the use in mattress protectors, which was used by 60% of participants. They also said that the natural aging of the foam and the materials in that mattress also lead to higher emissions of additive. It was the mattress and the use of the waterproof mattress and pillow protectors that contributed the most amount of these harmful chemicals into the air, okay? They also mentioned that the sheets might contribute a little bit as well. Fortunately, there are so many things that you can do to improve the air quality in your child's bedroom. A lot of these options are actually free. If you're in the market for a new kid's mattress, try and buy one that are Green Guard Gold certified, okay? If you're unable to do so, that's okay too. Here are the brands that have actually been tested and found to be the safest, meaning they're free of synthetic flame retardants, VOCs, and other chemicals like PFAS. Okay? Number 2, just don't use waterproof mattress covers. Other types of mattress protectors that you can use, specifically those with a really tight weave, here's some really great brands. And if it does have a plastic layer, try and make it so it's the inside sandwiched between other layers of natural fabric. Or you could also just layer up. Just put on like 3 layers of sheets, okay? Just don't use a pillow protector. Again, you can either just double up on pillow covers if you really want. I do highly recommend getting a natural fiber pillow filled with either wool, buckwheat, or kapok. There's actually lots of options out there, and they're washable, hypoallergenic, and more resistant to dust mites than regular plastic polyfill. And in general, don't use anything with foam in a child's bedroom if you can avoid it. There are just so many synthetic flame retardants which haven't really shown to be effective in meeting flammability standards anyway. Really big thing that you should do regardless is ventilate, okay? Open your windows, which is really easy to do. Even if it's just a tiny little crack, it has shown in countless studies to increase the air quality in rooms. Seriously. Another thing is don't put a ton of stuff on your kid's bed, including lots of stuffed animals. Not only is it not recommended anyways due to it being a breathing obstruction, but all of that would ultimately contribute to what your child's breathing in while they're sleeping. Opt for organic cotton or linen sheets if you can for kids. There's so many great options out there. If you don't want to do organic cotton, that's fine. Just try and opt for 100% cotton, right? Without any polyester or spandex, that would be the next best. If you do have an air purifier, awesome, right? If you don't, that's okay too. Last but certainly not the least, vacuum more frequently. This has also been proven to reduce the amount of contaminants in indoor air, and that's free.